I am so excited about this workout. It's the first one I've brought you that's really a cardio blast. I have some light hand weights that I'm going to be using, but you can do this without them, and we're going to get started. So I have my tennis shoes on. I'm more comfortable with them. You don't need them at all. We are just going to start marching in place. So this workout is meant to get your heart rate up and keep it up. So it's a little different than the high intensity interval training workouts that I do, in which we are doing bursts of really high cardio and heart rate spikes, and then we're kind of resting in between. This one is more of that higher heart rate, and we're gonna sustain it, so like a steady state cardio. So we're not gonna do really hard bursts. We're just gonna get into kind of that sustained work, which will give you a great sweat and help burn calories and work your body. So I'm just doing this nice kind of march in place here. You want your knees kind of high, but you'll see I don't have them super high. This workout also is going to be low impact. Now that does not mean easy by any stretch of the imagination. It just means we are not going to be jumping, so it'll be a little bit easier on your joints, okay? So I want you to keep doing the same thing, but what we're gonna do is out, out, in, out, out, in. There you go. So getting that nice arm swing is important, not only for movement in the body, but also to get some arm work. And some of these moves are reminiscent of old school aerobic class moves. And you guys, there is something to be said for those, right? For those 80s and 90s aerobics classes. In some ways, they knew what they were doing with those moves, okay? So now you're gonna switch which leg leads. I was going with my left first, so now I'm going right first. So right, left, in, out, out, in. And yes, you will hear my feet hitting the floor because I am working. Already I feel my heart rate starting to come up a little bit. This is our warm up. And then we're gonna get into some more moves that are gonna be some toning based moves too, okay? 2 more rounds. Out, out. Last one. Nice job. All right, so feet are gonna be underneath your hips. And I want you to go down into a mini squat. So from the side, I look like this. So I'm gonna keep my left leg where it is. My right leg's gonna tap in. So I'm going side, in, and in. So this is where we're gonna start to get into a little more of this heart rate work. So some cardio while really working into your muscles too. You'll probably feel that left leg starting to work, just keeping you here, okay? 3, 2, 1, and switch. So this is part of this cardio piece where we want to keep our heart rate up. We're going to just switch things fairly quickly. So just catch on when you can. If you need to take a moment and see what I'm doing, no problem. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Same thing. So right, 3, 2, 1, and left. 4, 3, 2, 1, and right. 3, 2, 1. You see where we're going, counting down. 3, 2, 1. Keep your squat low. 2, and 2, and now 1, and 1. Good, keep going. Alternate, lower your squat. See if you can keep your body nice and still. If balance is an issue, just be close to the kitchen counter or a chair for some of these. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and back in. Nice job. Now what we're going to do is some taps. Let me show you. We're going to step our feet a little wider, and they're slightly turned out. So we're in our shoulder distance squat position. And what we're going to do is bring our hands to our chest. Come down, and if you can, you're going to tap the ground with your right hand. Come back up, tap, and up. And if that's too low, just don't worry about the tap and just do the squats, okay? Nice job. So we're getting a little deeper by tapping. So it's good for our joints. Our hip joints want that fluid and that mobility. Nice job. Now, we're gonna add to it if you want. What we're gonna do now is same thing, but when you come up, raise onto your toes. Tap, toes, tap, toes. And you're gonna feel that work all the way up the back of your leg when you get to the top. Nice. Here we go, you're doing great. 2 more. 2, 1, up, down. Nice job. I'm gonna have you rotate. So your left foot is forward and your right foot is back. And you want a really big, long stance, okay? So feet are hip distance apart. We're going down and up, down, up. We are going to kind of add to this series in a little bit, but right now we're just keeping ourselves moving. Again, with that muscle work at the same time that our heart rate is up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up, center, and then rotate. My shoes are so squeaky. Are you laughing right now? How squeaky they are. Down and up. Nice job. So carpet is fine, right? And barefoot is fine. I really do prefer my tennis shoes or my athletic shoes when I'm doing a series or a more athletic or cardio routine like this, but it's not necessary. If you're barefoot though, I do recommend either having like some grippy socks or being on carpet. Last 2, 1. Nice job. Okay, come in, and if you have your weights, you're gonna grab them. So you'll see I have plates, which is again fine. You're holding anything. These are 5 pounds. I wouldn't go heavier than 5 right now to start. Weights, bottles of water, cans of beans, or nothing. So I'm gonna have my feet a little bit wider. So I'm gonna wide turn out. And we're gonna come down into a squat and just check that your ankles are underneath your knees. So if you need to step them wider, you will. And we're gonna start right here. I just have my hands resting and we're gonna little pulse, pulse. Nice. 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. So now I'm gonna come down and up, and I'm bending my elbows when I come down. Sorry, I'm straightening as I come down, bending as I come up. So we're getting a bicep curl. So we're starting to add the arms, but I want the lighter weights so that we can keep our heart rate kind of at that steady place. Greater and heavier weights are awesome, but they just have a different purpose. So the lighter weights are gonna allow us to kind of do this longer, more sustained workout. Nice job. Now, let me show you what we're gonna do next. So I have my hands, you'll see my palms are facing me like this. I'm gonna come down into a squat. I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna rotate to my left, and I'm punching my right arm out, and I've rotated my body. Okay, come back down, rotate, down, rotate. So my back foot has to come to the toes so my body can rotate, and then back in. So it's a little kind of modified boxing move here that you can adjust for yourself. And again, just ditch the weights if you need to. This was one of my very first workouts. We were talking over 20 years ago. So like 1998 maybe, when I was trying to get into some home workouts, and I was doing these home kind of boxing workouts. This is reminiscent to me of that. Nice, a few more. Come in and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now listen, I'm gonna rotate. So my left foot is forward and everything's facing to the left, and I'm gonna pulse here. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1, center. Good. And 4, 3, 2, 1 to your right. 4, 3, 2, 1. You got it. Center, last set. We're going for 8. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay low. 4, 3, 2, 1. Center. I'm definitely sweating. 4, 3, 2, 1. To the right. Just 2 more sets, guys. This one and then center. 4, 3, 2, 1. Center. We have just our last 8. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Let the weights come down. Lean yourself to your left. Come back up. Lean to the right. Come back up. Take a big deep breath in. Let it out. Come back to center. And just a little walking in place as you let your heart rate come back in. And go ahead and rest. And great job. That was awesome. It gives you an idea of what this kind of workout can do for you. And I will see you next time. Thanks so much for stopping by. Remember, subscribe to my channel and you'll be notified every time a new video comes up. Like and comment on this video and let me know what you thought. You could also always come over to jessicavalantpilates.com to find all the resources I have for living a healthy lifestyle, including full-length workout videos, healthy recipes, and a community I would love for you to be a part of. So I'll see you there.